And Beyonce has used this to get ready for big performances. I use this all the time to get ready when I'm speaking on stage. And this is going to be your secret hack for how you not only practice, but really practice with enough presence as the thing that you're aiming for, right? We're in our PJs, we don't have too much else going on, and we're just sharing ideas of like, girl, this is how I see it, how do you see it? And then I go, girl, let me tell you. Well, let me tell you for real. This thing is going to be a total game. Is happening when you use this method. And I have used this, and what that is doing is training your body. It becomes a somatic experience, a body experience where your body metabolizes your words and your body then remembers the words in places where sometimes your mind might be groggy. Trust me, when I'm running in the morning, like my brain is still waking up. It's still early for me. And my brain isn't as sharp sometimes in those moments as my body is. Like, you know how sometimes you have a reflexive reaction to something where your body just like gets into quick mode before your brain even has a chance to tell your body, hey, you should do this. Your body just goes on autopilot. You want to use the power of your brain to be able to do that, to help you with things that are a little bit more challenging. Here comes my dog reminding me of like, yeah, that's animalistic truth. Your body can do things that sometimes your brain forgets to do.
To speak like a boss, let's get into your most powerful story. Because your story matters.
This is going to be your secret hack for how you not only practice, but really practice with enough presence as the thing that you're aiming for, right? Yes, practice is going to help you to be confident when you're speaking, but when you work with me as your coach, one of the first things I'm going to be telling you is, number one, let go of perfection. You're never going to be perfect, so just breathe, let it all hang out. And focus more on your presence than you do on practicing your speech ad nauseum and practicing what you're going to say to the point where you're not natural in what you're saying. Does that make any sense? As a thought leader, as somebody who is an authority on what you have to say, you already know what you have to say, okay? You know down cold all of the facts, you know down cold the story because the story lives inside of you. What we need to do is get you to the place where you're comfortable enough to share that story as though it's just you and me kicking it, like right now, right? We're in our PJs, we don't have too much else going on, and we're just sharing ideas of like, girl, this is how I see it, how do you see it? And then I go, girl, let me tell you. Well, let me tell you for real. This thing is going to be a total game changer. And again, it's called the athlete speaker method. Now, I mentioned Beyonce, that wasn't a tease. When Beyonce was young, she was training, and especially with Destiny's Child, when they were really, really young little teeny bops, and they were trying to go for this thing, her dad used to put her in heels, 6-inch stilettos, have her running and have her singing at the top of her lungs. That is one version of this method. It takes inspiration from that. It's very different. Why was Queen being trained this way? Their dad wanted to deliberately train them to be able to sing under any circumstance, right? And as your speaking coach, as your coach for thought leadership, I want you to be at your top performance no matter what, no matter how much you've practiced. And also real talk, like you don't always have time to do all that kind of practicing. I'm a toddler mom, I'm building a brand, I have a business that has clients with real needs. Like I want to have time to be devoting to it the way that I would have if I was 15 years old. So what is this method that I'm encouraging you to use, and how is it going to help you? The athlete speaker method is pretty straightforward. I want you to record whatever it is that you have to say, the main points, and then I want you to take it with you when you're doing something athletic, when you're out running, play it. And if you can, talk alongside it. I want you to take it for a walk, and as you're walking, listen really deeply to what you said, and listen to all the moments that you make mistakes and all the moments where you're not as confident and you feel like you need to practice, and see if you can just easily talk yourself through those moments, right? Like just have a conversation with yourself where you're practicing those moments, but you're not making it into some huge thing like we're on some big stage. Here's what is happening when you use this method. And I have used this, and what I do is I record myself on my phone. I use just the voice memo, and then I have that audio, and when I go running, I listen to the speech and I listen to myself again and again and again. What that is doing is training your body. It becomes a somatic experience, a body experience, where your body metabolizes your words and your body then remembers the words in places where sometimes your mind might be groggy. Trust me, when I'm running in the morning, like my brain is still waking up. It's still early for me. And my brain isn't as sharp sometimes in those moments as my body is. Like, you know how sometimes you have a reflexive reaction to something where your body just like gets into quick mode before your brain even has a chance to tell your body, hey, you should do this. Your body just goes on autopilot. You want to use the power of your brain to be able to do that, to help you with things that are a little bit more challenging. Here comes my dog reminding me of like, yeah, that's animalistic truth. Your body can do things that sometimes your brain forgets to do. So when you're practicing, record yourself, put that stuff on audio, and when you're doing something athletic, use the athletic speaker method. As you are doing the athletic thing, listen to what it is you need to be able to say, right? And that is going to help your body to be an ally and to help remember things that sometimes your mind might not remember the same way. That's how you use it. I want you to be as badass as Beyonce on that stage. And yes, she practices for so many hours, but believe me, her body knows what to do, sometimes even before her brain remembers what the next move is. And you can do the exact same thing. I call it the athletic speaker method. Athletic speaker method. Hear yourself and train yourself and get your body to perform at that level where sometimes your brain might be like frozen. Like you might get on that stage and be like, oh my God, now what do I say? Well, you don't have to worry because you've done it using the athletic speaker method where your body understands just as much of what the next thing that needs to be done and said is. Okay? And look at me petting this gorgeous, amazing body. I am Machochori, and it is such a pleasure to be here and to hang out with you and to talk about some tools that have been helpful to stand out. I really want to see you shine in the spotlights. Like that is my job. That I'm that proud person who is going to cheer you on, who is going to be like, you know, Beyonce's dad, but maybe less Beyonce's dad, maybe a little bit more Mama Tina. I'm gonna be your Mama Tina. If that kind of cheerleading is something that appeals to you, I'm here to remind you that you belong all day, every day, in every room that you step into. And I'm definitely here to give you the tools and the inspiration and the how-to. Like I've been there, I've done it, right? I have spoken on really big stages, including the BBC, including the, University of Iowa. I've spoken at the University of Iowa. I've spoken at NYU. I've spoken at Georgetown University. I could go on, but I've spoken at a lot of different places. And sometimes, yes, you do get nervous, but if you use this system, the athletic speaker method, I promise you it will help you. Now, if you would like me to be your Mama Tina in your life and help you, cheer you on, remind you to wear your heels as you are doing the athletic speaker method. I'm joking, you definitely don't have to do that because we're not gonna be, training you the way that Beyonce's dad did. If you are interested though in working with me one-on-one through coaching, I do have availability and I would love to explore whether we are the right fit for each other. I only take on a limited number of clients. Seats are currently open. Do check out the link in description box. I help women of color just like you, people who are executives, people who are founders, who are creatives, real baddies who understand they have so much more to give, and that more is them stepping into their thought leadership. And how do they do that? Through writing a book, through getting on stages for paid speaking gigs, through really understanding their personal brand positioning. I know how to help you do that, and I would be thrilled if we are the perfect match to work together. So check out the details in the link description below, and I hope I also see you at Madam Speaker Says. That is available wherever you listen to podcasts on Sundays at 12 p.m. Eastern. Thank you again so much for being here.
Hey, pull up. Just you and me for a second. Are you an exec, a founder, or an entrepreneur who's sick of shrinking in rooms you're overqualified to lead? It's time to stop playing small and start owning your expertise. But how, Machochodi? Girl, I got you. I offer coaching that helps women of color just like you to claim your place as a thought leader. Whether you want to command a room, craft and share your signature story, or finally get that book out of your head and onto bookshelves, I've got the strategy and spicy accountability that you need. If you're tired of seeing less qualified folks shine while you stay behind the scenes, girl, the wait list is open. Follow the link in show notes to stop waiting for permission and claim your VIP spot now. My mission? Helping women just like you to snatch the spotlight, shake the table, and take your damn seat at the top already. No begging, no detours, and nope, no apologies. Just bold ass moves.